your hair cut or something?
Yeah, look a bit of a pinhead, don't I?
No, I think it looks, it makes you look a bit more sophisticated, but then you never wanted to look
There's
sophisticated.
that, I read one of the magazines, TV Week or Woman's Weekly, one of those intellectual giant type magazines. And they had a list in with the best dressed and worst dressed people in Australia in it.
Yeah.
And you were on the best dressed and I was on the worst dressed.
Wait John Michael Housen was on yours, too. Tell me about England. How many shows did you do over there?
Two specials, mate. Two Hogan's England. Hands across the sea jobs they were. They're made for here and for there, so that they will work in both places, and we'll laugh here and the Poms will laugh there, hopefully. And then they'll be translated into 5 different languages, and they're sort of already sold to about maybe 27, 28
We're not going to
countries.
see you doing... Is it any Oriental countries?
No, mate. No, I don't know. The Japs haven't fallen for me yet. I don't know why. I'm colourful, I'm lovable.
I just think it'd be funny hearing you saying...
I'm funny coming out in Spanish and saying, "Hola, muchachos."
I think that's lovely. What about England? Was it, difficult to adjust to England?
No, the audiences over there laughed at the same stuff that they laugh at here. They're not dopes, the old Poms.
Where'd you shoot the program, sir?
London Weekend Studios in England and on location in the streets. And that was an eye-opener, London Weekend Studios, because good people working there and everything, same as here, but it's a bit union-strangled. So that everything works, a lot of England works like this, everything works to the clock.
Oh, right.
So that we're sitting here talking and there's a meal break coming up. We're doing a show, I'm all dressed up in some weird outfit and I'm doing a sketch with Delvine and they say, "We got time to finish this?" And they say, "Oh, it's 15 seconds to lunchtime." And we're doing a sketch and they're going 13, 12, 11, 10. And it gets in the background and I sort of go to Delvine and suddenly all the lights go out. And you hear sort of munch, munch, munch. Sorry, meal break.
That's right. Well, you have to get used to their style of working. Of course, they rehearse everything. They must not be used to you. I know when I went over there to do just to do one guest appearance on a show, I had to rehearse walking on 15 times. You know, like they.
Yes, but you couldn't do a show like this if I were to walk out here and start saying something different to you to what we were going to discuss. Well, you just talk about it, but there would be a panic there. You'd probably go to black because everything's planned, and it's sort of like when I go to pick up that glass, it's someone is up, stop singing out, "Shot 62A, he's reaching for the glass."
Yeah, right.
And, sort of, and if you put it down with the wrong hand, it's something everyone panics. It's a pity, really, because it's become mechanical, the television over there in England.
Yeah. You were in the middle of a heat wave, they tell me.
Oh, yeah. It was a heat wave for there. I remember picking up the paper one day, it had been 84 or something, and the headline said, "Tomorrow it will be 90. Don't panic." They were serious. Keep under the tree. You had a picture of all little Poms running around with umbrellas. Sort of, "Don't stand the sun, it'll cancer, it'll die," and all that sort of thing. It was funny. It was a heat wave. It was beautiful.
Did you do any talk shows while you were over there?
Yeah, I did. Oh, I did a breakfast show. And this is the Poms, the old stiff upper lip that the Poms have, that nothing perturbs them. I'm doing this breakfast show and it's due to finish at 9 o'clock and it's about 25 to 9 and done the interview and I go to a commercial break and a couple of people run onto the set and start whispering and things and I leaned over to the girl who was interviewing and said, "What's going on?" She said, "Oh, it's all right." She said, "There's a bomb in the studio." She said, but it's not due to go off till 9 o'clock. She said, "So we'll finish this,
Where do you live over there?
Upper Phillimore Gardens. Huh?
Is that classy? Or?
We are a really classy place in a really classy neighbourhood. We were next door to the Jordanian embassy.
Oh.
And so we had cops on patrol all the time and everything. And we made it an Australian embassy. We bought an Aussie flag and a flagpole and erected it out the front. And after 3 weeks, the police came around one night and made us take it down under police supervision because they said we were lowering the tone of the neighbourhood.
With the Australian flag?
Australian flag. Oh. So I give the police the rounds of the kitchen table, let me tell you, about, my dad come over here and he had a bayonet and he was sticking it into Jordanians. Now I come over here and put up the flag and you tell me, oh. They wept, but they still made me take it down. Yeah.